So this intro is going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to try get through everything in this intro. First of all, about my Deep Heat review, as was pointed out to me by the creators of the show, I watched it in reverse. Don't ask me how. I blame ITV Hub's awful layout that puts you on the last episode first with no numbering. But yes, still a great show. Check it out. And then, second of all, I want to thank Zotrain123 for being just a great subscriber in general and giving me this topic to talk about. I heard about the news, wasn't going to do a video, but let's talk about WWE in Cardiff. Hello and welcome to FTTR. I am Ewan McQuaid, and today we are talking about the breaking news from this morning that WWE are holding an event in Cardiff in the UK. As I get my notes up, there was an official press release over on WWE's Twitter account, and it read, breaking for the first time in 30 years, WWE will bring a major stadium event to the United Kingdom at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales this September. There are more details and pre-sale stuff. So, this is exciting. This is incredibly exciting. I can't believe 30 years since a major event has been held. I feel like it was an arena show. I feel like Insurrection was an arena show. Maybe that's why. So this is the first stadium event in the UK. Asterisk. I had to think about that for a second. This is really cool. I'm going to speculate a little bit on what I think the matches are, not to get too redundant with my other video that I did on this subject, but I feel like times have changed since then in a post-WrestleMania world. What should they do with this event? I think first of all, they should make this an all-weekend thing. They should try and make this as big as possible. I know they've apparently got some sort of access event, like WWE Access, that's going to be going on, but I would make it like WWE City. Just deck everything out. This is the first time you've held this major event. Get everyone there, doing press, doing the rounds, have like attractions, maybe museums, exhibits, all that kind of stuff. I would get all that stuff going on because it's just good press. If everyone likes that, if everyone's going to these events, then they're going to talk more positively about WWE in general. And I think that's exactly what should happen. You know, that square, I can't remember, I don't know what it's called. I have no idea. I don't even know if it's near the stadium. It could be. The one that's in Torchwood, where the hub is. If anyone's seen Torchwood, let me know down in the comments what's your favourite episode. Deck that out with WWE stuff. Have a ring if the weather's good. And just do loads of crazy stuff. Don't just have don't make it a single event. No, don't do that. Just build everything around it. And I think what is extremely exciting about this is that this might serve as a WrestleMania weekend for the UK. So in that, smaller promotions will run shows that weekend. I'd expect to see a show maybe from Progress, maybe not in Wales, but certainly running on the same day. Maybe from Riptide, they could definitely put something on. And I feel like it's just going to be a really exciting weekend for British wrestling in general. So yeah, I think that's really cool. Really cool that they're coming over and the potential that it has. My other idea is, if you're not going to bring NXT over, run an NXT UK takeover the night before. I think, particularly on the strength and depth of that roster, I think maybe running that in a smaller venue, returning to live crowds, I think that could build the buzz even more. Having Ilya Dragunov defend his title against, I don't know, maybe against Nathan Frazier, just someone off the top of my head, someone big, maybe a main roster star even, and just building this whole world around that weekend, I think would work wonders, particularly to drive interest for WWE. In terms of the card, it's difficult this. I feel like the main event of this show will be Drew versus Roman. I didn't think it would be. I thought it'd be Drew Tyson, but I'm going towards Roman Drew at this point. The only other thing I could think when trying to wrap my brains for someone who could potentially be on the same level as Roman is maybe babyface Sheamus, because I feel like that'd be a nice dynamic. I don't know how you turn him babyface in that time, but Sheamus was on the run of his career when he was having those matches with Drew, and I feel like putting him against the Tribal Chief would also it'd be something different. It'd be something a lot different. The other, I know I'm just plucking, British people / Irish, as I'm about to mention. Finn Balor. I feel like Finn Balor's been completely tainted and will not touch Roman whatsoever. After that Extreme Rules, I don't think they'd ever go near it again. So I think either Drew or Sheamus versus Roman. But I don't see either of them winning, which means you've got to have a big old pop for the Brits on the show, and I don't know. I don't know what type of match they could have. Maybe, I mean, that would be, this just come into my head. I'm not going to use his name. Maybe Walter. If you can build Walter up to face Roman, Walter versus Roman in a massive stadium could be electric. Absolutely electric. Or, and this is just me fancy booking, Tyler Bate versus Roman. Just having maybe an open challenge and they have an absolute banger. I think that would be really cool. Get, exposure to the NXT UK guys, and I think that could be the biggest benefit of this show, is highlighting NXT UK, because NXT UK is a brand that is currently buried on the network. It is barely watched, and WWE are chipping away everything that NXT UK does. You look at it, you've got Butch, you've got Gunther, you've got, who else? Grizzled Young Veterans, haven't been seen for ages. It's like all those guys. Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm's gone, Kaylee Ray is not doing anything great. So NXT UK really needs that sort of promotion, and I think having NXT UK guys on the card, having bangers, would work wonders. So other matches, I think maybe RK Bro versus Mustache Mountain. I think that'd be class, absolute class. Maybe Miko Satomura. Maybe her versus Asuka would be tasty, but I don't know if Asuka's ever coming back. Satomura versus Bianca Belair in just an exhibition match could be great. I mean, they've got so many people. I don't know if Bea Priestley, Blair Davenport is able to wrestle. Yeah, but stuff it. Just do an NXT UK invasion at this rate. That's just what I'm talking about. Essentially, is NXT UK guys dominating the card. But yeah, I think it's a very exciting time to be a British wrestling fan when September comes around, and it's on the same weekend as All Out. So it's a very exciting time to be a wrestling fan in general. Let me know your thoughts on the show down in the comments below. Let me know the matches you want to see down in the comments below. I will try and reply to every single one of them. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.